Hello, welcome to Chris's Beer Reviews. How are you all? Hope you're doing really well. Who's in the comments so far? Some early comments in the comments section. Thomas from Windows Beer Reviews was in at 6:42. So thanks for coming in, Thomas, super early. Nice to see you here. So yeah, like and share, as Thomas says in the comments. Kenny Joe, looking forward to this one. Glad you are. I'm looking forward to it as well. And then there's my own comment, which is, wow, some early birds. There were some early birds in here. Let's go back to Kenny Joe. You still in, Kenny Joe, or have you popped out? For anyone that's going to be watching this later on catch up, if you like, thank you very much for watching it. It does amaze me how many people do watch it after it's gone live and the live's finished. I do appreciate all those who do watch it. So yeah, we've got two interesting stouts coming up on this one. Hello, Pete. How are you, mate? Hope you're well. You having a beer tonight, Pete? I'm not working tomorrow. I've got tomorrow off, which is why I'm doing the live. That's one of the reasons why I thought I'd do it on a Sunday. It's because I'm not working tomorrow, and also the wife's away this weekend, so definitely a good opportunity to crack on and do it live. I'd love to do more, but I always end up finding myself too busy and never get round to doing it. So here we are, and my channel is now also over a year old. It turned a year old in October. And I was planning on doing a live in October, a birthday live, and things just get in the way, don't they? Life just gets in the way sometimes, so I didn't. So, pardon me, let's have a belated birthday. So yeah, channel's just over a year old. I think it's doing quite well. I think we're nearing the 400 subscriber mark, which is always nice. I'm always amazed when people subscribe. I think it's amazing that people want to watch what I do. So yeah, I'm quite happy with where it's got to in a year. Please clean your camera. Is it dirty, is it, Thomas? Let me have a clean. Cleaning it with my thumb, probably not the best thing to clean it with, is it? Is that any better, Thomas? Is that a bit cleaner? I can get a cloth if need be. So yeah, is that any better? I've told the kids to keep off the internet tonight as well, because they just cane the internet, and sometimes that affects the look. So hopefully that's a bit cleaner. If not, I'll get a cloth, Thomas. Let me know, and I will change it. No beer tonight, mate. Early start. Have one for me. Yeah, I'm going to have two for you, mate. Yeah, early starts are a pain, aren't they? Good that you're still here, Kenny Joe. Glad you're still here, mate. Thank you very much. Out of the two that I'm reviewing tonight, which one are you looking forward to the most, Kenny, or are you just looking forward to both of them? I'm looking forward to doing them as well. Thomas is saying, yeah, that's better. Good, I'm glad that's better. Apologies, I had a dirty lens. No one likes a dirty lens, do they? So yeah, at the moment I'm having a beer before I crack on to the two stouts. We're currently having a Vocation bread and butter, which is a dry hopped pale coming in at 3.9%, something a bit light before I start on the two big heavy hitting stouts. Vocation have changed their labels. This is obviously one of their traditional ones. I know we don't like change, do we? But sometimes if change is for the good, I like it, but I'm not a big fan of the Vocation's new artwork. I think it's gone a bit cheap, to be quite honest, their artwork. You know, if the artwork's better, all good, but I don't think Vocation's new artwork is any better. Scott's in the house. Evening, Scott. How are you? How's Wanda? Hope you're both doing really well. My word, Paul's in the house as well. Evening, Paul. How are you? Hope you're doing really well. I caught the other day, Paul. I caught at 1 o'clock in the morning. You and John and Crummy Beard and someone else, can't remember his name, was still live at 1 o'clock in the morning. And I'd not long finished work. I've been working late, and I just turned my phone on before I went to bed and saw you guys were still live, and John was ruined. Which was really amusing. It was only about 5 minutes left, but John was absolutely hammered. So that was quite amusing to watch. So thank you for coming in. D-Mar, love the T-shirt. Yeah, funny. I'm sure you do, D. I'm sure you do, because you know exactly where this T-shirt's come from. You looking forward to both, Kenny? Yeah, I'm looking forward to both as well. It's certainly going to be good. I'm going to get onto them in a second. Yeah, I agree, Scott. It does suck, doesn't it? It's nowhere near as good. And I also heard, I don't know how true this is, that the beer is different. So I've in my fridge under here, I've got Vocation Life and Death, one that's with the old artwork and one that's got the new artwork. So I'm going to review both of them side by side, because someone has said the quality's dropped. I really hope not. I really hope Vocation don't go down the Brewdog route. So I will review both of those at some point and see if there is a difference, but I hope not. I really hope not. So yeah, should we crack on with one then, shall we? I'll introduce them first. Let's have a look then. So we've got North Star 3, which is a Black Forest Imperial Stout coming in at 9%. It's a collab with Lervik Brewery. There it is. There it is. I like the artwork. I really do. North Star 1, I wasn't keen on. I didn't like North Star 1. North Star 2 has been sat in my fridge for months and I've not touched it. Don't know why. I just haven't touched it. And then I saw North Star 3 the other day. Can't remember where I saw it. Is it Morrison's? Is it Morrison's or Tesco's that it's in? And I like it because it's called Black Forest, and I'm still searching for that Black Forest stout that just tastes like a Black Forest Gatto. And there's many stouts that have said they're Black Forest, and I haven't fucking found one that reminds me of a Black Forest Gatto. So I'm hoping that one does. So looking forward to that. What you saying, Paul, on your comment? Yeah, that was a funny evening. Yeah, it was. We were all a bit tanked by the end of that one. John certainly was. John was ruined. It was really comical. I don't think he knows what he was doing. I sent him a text message. It took him 2 days to reply. That's probably how bad his hangover was. And K, for me, North Star 2 is better than 3. Oh, interesting. That's interesting. I've definitely got the North Star 2, but like I say, it's been sat in my fridge for months. And I don't know why. I checked it earlier, and its best before date is end of November. And not it really matters too much with a stout. But yeah, I'll crack on then with that one. Maybe tomorrow I'll have a look. Pick up Death Star 2, Chris. That's a belter. I'll have a look at that one, Scott. Always happy to have a look at that. Probably North Star 2 is better. Yeah, I've just done that one, haven't I? So yeah, the other one is Padstow Brewing that we're doing tonight. Padstow Brewing Company, Choc Out, a chocolate orange stout. This one's coming in at 7% ABV. I don't know how well the artwork's going to show up on this camera, but it's fantastic artwork. Just don't know how well you're going to be able to see that. It is a bit blurry, but it's designed by a Falmouth University student. This artwork was produced by Falmouth University student called Amy Abbott. This piece is called Altar. It's fantastic, Amy Abbott, for designing that. Really, really good. This one was gifted to me. This was gifted to me by a friend. She's not a beer person. She doesn't watch my channel because she's not into beer, but she knows I've got the channel. So she dropped this one off for me the other day. And Padstow Brewing, obviously down in Cornwall. She was down in Cornwall and picked this one up for me. And again, chocolate and orange stouts, really difficult to find a decent one. I've drunk many a chocolate orange stout and never really found an amazing one. So I'm hoping this is. So I'm going to do that one second. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to giving that a go. If they get it right. Thing that I have found of some chocolate orange stouts is they do like to use an orange essence, and if it goes overboard with that essence, it can become a bit soapy. David Wilson, hi all. How are you, David? Nice to see you in. Thank you for joining. So let's crack on then. Let's crack on with some of these two beers. Let's start with the North Star 3. As I say, it's a Black Forest Imperial Stout, 9%. Let's crack on. Let's get this one out. Get it in a glass, see how she looks, how she sniffs, and importantly, how she tastes. I think there's quite a few reviews of this out by now. I would have thought it's been out a little while, hasn't it? Does say on the side of the can that I'm reading as I'm pouring, it says it's decadent and cherry and chocolate. Let's hope so. That's really what I want. My doorbell's ringing. There shouldn't be anyone ringing my doorbell at this time. So I let my son go and answer the door. It's probably one of his friends anyway. So yeah, let's get that in the glass. Isn't foul mouth something Blue Van Man has? You're right, he does, Scott. Does have a foul mouth. I like it. David Wilson, I'm very well, thank you. Really, really well, actually. So there is the North Star 3 in the glass. Absolutely jet black. Nice head on there, nice and tanned, quite frothy looking, but yeah, absolutely jet black, that one. Absolutely jet black. No, Scott, I won't get the door. That's what I've got a 17-year-old son for. It's only going to be one of his hood rat friends anyway. It's not going to be for me. I don't have many friends. You coming out, Chris? Going out. Coming out. What's that one say? I haven't picked this one up. Couldn't be bothered. North Star 3, you couldn't be bothered. I guess that's what you're talking about. Grot bags. Andy K, bloody grot bags ringing the door. Who remembers grot bags? Oh, fantastic. Sort of showing our age there a bit, Andy. Good old grot bags. What a wonder grot bags was, wasn't she? But anyway, there's the beer. As I say, jet black, nice little townhead. Let's have a sniff. Yeah, friends come and go, don't they? Smell-wise, chocolate. Definitely chocolate. Kind of a bit of a powdery chocolate. Bit dark chocolate. Grot bags. I haven't had a grot bags for years. Yeah, dark chocolate, not much else going on. I was expecting some cherry. I was really expecting some cherry to come punching through there, but it's not there. It's all dark chocolate. Quite a bit of a roasty aroma to it, but I wanted some cherry. Have you ever noticed in my videos, I swap pans so often? Don't know why I do it. Yeah, it's just all chocolate. I keep waiting for that cherry to come through and it's not coming through. So let's see how it tastes. Cheers, everybody. Thank you everybody for coming in and watching. I do appreciate it. There we go. The hand swapping bullshit again. It's not a Black Forest Gatto. It really bloody isn't. I wish someone would produce a stout that just tastes of a Black Forest Gatto. Let's have some more. Rich dark chocolate with a sweet cherry to it is what's going on there. Really rich dark chocolate. Big, oily, almost thick mouthfeel. Pardon me. Let's catch up with the comments quickly. Scott one as well. David Wilson, is that a thumbs up emoji? Can't quite see. David's replying to that. Paul saying, like a dodgy business, always changing hands. Always. I don't stop, Paul. Don't know why I do it. No idea why I do it. Got to keep changing hands. Otherwise, one hand gets tired. Yeah, I'll agree with you, Andy K. I will agree with that comment. There's not enough cherry, but there's an overriding sweetness that runs through it, kind of cuts through that bit of chocolate. And it is the cherry, but it's too sweet, yet doesn't give that cherry feeling at the same time, if that makes sense. Really thick kind of mouthfeel. Really bitter dark chocolate, bitter on the back end, nice roastiness to it. It's got a roastiness, almost a smoky element to it. Could do with some vanilla. What that really needs is a bit of vanilla in there to give that a lift, along with cherry would be really nice. The disappointment then was epic. Yeah. It's not bad. I can't remember how much does this cost. Is this a £4? Can someone refresh my memory? Is this a £4 beer? It's not fantastic for £4. It just needs more to it. What does it say? It just says Black Forest Imperial Stout. What does it say on the can? Are there any interesting facts on this can? Other than Northern Monk do this bullshit about the person that has canned it. They always put a crappy comment. My eyesight is dreadful. And black font on a darkish red coloured background is not ideal. You've got to have faith, but you've got to have Imperial Stout. Canned in the north with Simon Wynne. I've lifted 8 of Scotland's historic manhood stones. Well, good for you, Simon Wynne. Good for you, mate. I take it he's talking about the Atlas stones that they do in strongman competitions. I'm guessing that was what he's talking about. But yeah, useless piece of information that Northern Monk stick on their cans. But in terms of information about the beer, very, very little. In fact, none. It needs vanilla. It really needs some vanilla in there to give it a bit more of that Black Forest Gatto type feel. Let's see what David Wilson's got to say. Found that okay as a stout, but disappointed it didn't match description. Fair, it doesn't match the description, but there's not even much of a description, is there, other than Black Forest Imperial? but it's not a Black Forest Gatto. That's what I'm looking for in a stout, and I still haven't found a stout that labels itself as Black Forest that delivers that Black Forest feel. Yeah, £4. I mean, as a stout goes, it's a good stout, but it's just not what's promised on the label. A big, bitter, dark chocolate and a sweetness, and the cherry is in there, but I agree, I think it was Andy Kay that said earlier, not enough cherry. It just isn't, and it needs some vanilla as well, just to give it a bit of a lift and kind of soften it a little bit. Tess is in the house. Hello, Chris. Cheers. Cheers, Tess. Thank you very much for dropping by. Tess is a good friend of mine, and her partner is an Aussie. And I keep meaning to plan to do an Aussie beer live where we're going to get loads of different Aussie beers in and do that live with Tess and her partner, Erin. We will do that, Tess, I promise. We will get that done. I can't read that shit either. Just chuck it in the bin. It's awful, the writing on this can. It really is absolutely awful. But Brewdog do the same, don't they? Brewdog just make it really impossible for you to read the labels. Not that I really drink many Brewdog beers these days. £4, yes. I still thought it was decent, just not quite what it said on the tin. Yeah, absolutely, Andy K. It is decent. The North Star 2 is in my fridge. I might whack it out and give it a go shortly. If I was sitting on my own over the course of the evening, I would drink this and I'd finish it. But I'm conscious you've all heard my thoughts on this, and do you really want to sit here and listen to me ramble on bollocks when there's another beer to crack on with, the one that I'm looking forward to the most? Chuck it out the window, mate. Talking of chucking it out the window, I don't know how many of you saw my review yesterday of Donkey Stone Brewing's Madagascar. Well, that was off and it was rancid, and the can pretty much exploded as I opened it. That did go down the sink, and the mood I was in, it could have gone out the window. It was vile, absolutely vile. It was completely off, and it was horrendous. But apparently Donkey Stone Brewing have come out and said by accident they did release a load of cans that were off. Why did they have a load of cans that were off in the first place? What's that all about? The can did, it exploded. I reviewed it. Look back on my channel. It was only one I did yesterday. It was dreadful. And it was so bad, I obviously couldn't finish it because it was clearly off and smelt like toilet. And then about 20 minutes later, I threw it up. My body just rejected it. My guts were like, I'm not having this. And threw it up. Really, really bad, that was. So, yeah, that should have gone out of the window. David Wilson's telling Scott to get some glasses. Let me click on that. Where's it gone? Where's that comment gone? David Wilson definitely told Scott to get some glasses. That comment's vanished. I do wear glasses, David, but I can't find them. My eyes are too bad. Yeah, I wear glasses as well. I can't find mine either, actually. Morrison's due to get Northern Monk Festive Star Vanilla, Cinnamon and Chocolate Porter later in the month. Now that sounds like a winner, David. That does sound like a cracking beer. Vanilla, Cinnamon and Chocolate Porter. That sounds epic. I'll definitely be getting that one. And there is my Aussie friend, Erin. Good day, Chris. Good day to you. Get the Fosters in. We're definitely going to do that Aussie live evening, Erin. We are definitely going to do it without a shadow of a doubt. I'm sure I've done that last year, David. Smelled like shit. It did smell like shit, that Madagascar. That was dreadful. Thankfully, I never paid for it. I know it was cheap anyway, but Barry Ford Beer No Idea sent that to me. I watched that this morning. Best thing you could do with that beer, utter shite. It really was utter shite. It was dreadful. And when I spoke in the video about having a fizz to it, then it wasn't a carbonation fizz. It was an off fizz. You know, when something's gone off and it's fizzing away with offness and nastiness. I don't even know why I put it in my mouth, to be quite fair. It was so bad. And like I say, my body rejected it and it came back out again. All right. Warned my brother who has one. I found too fizzy and lacking in taste. Well, mine was just off. As simple as that. And yeah, you're right, Scott. The least black stout I've ever seen. It looked like Coke in a glass. I thought it was even worse than that. It just looked like a dark ale. It didn't really show up on my camera. I watched it back and it looked darker than what it was, but it was dreadful. It really was dreadful. Should we move on? Should we do the other one? I might even bust out North Star 2, depending on how the video goes and whoever's interested. I might get North Star 2 out of the fridge. Let's have a look at this one then from Padstow Brewing. I've never had anything from Padstow Brewing. Any of you had anything from Padstow Brewing? And what you're drinking right now as well. I know it's a school night. I know a lot of you are probably at work tomorrow, so probably not having a beer, but I'm not working tomorrow. So Padstow Brewing, let's have a look at this one. Choc out chocolate and orange stout, coming in at 7% ABV. Again, another can that hasn't got a huge amount on the side. It does say this chocolate orange stout combines rich roasted malts, fresh oranges, and cacao nibs to give a beautiful, thick body and satisfying finish. It says hop-wise, Target Amarillo, malts-wise, Marisotta, chocolate roasted barley, malted wheat, Nottingham ale. Drink cold, drink fresh. How fresh is it? Let's see if we can find a date on this bad boy. Best before the 31st of 5th of 2022. Interesting. Let's crack on. But yeah, I've never had anything from Padstow Brewing before. So thank you, Sarah, my friend, for, pardon me, giving me this beer. Me and Wanda had a huge argument over it. That's a rubbish. I like your and Wanda's little rows that you have. It was rubbish. Donkey Stone. Really, really was. I'm so tempted to email them. I emailed Loch Lomond about one of their beers, and they sent me a lovely array of beers as an apology, which was really, really nice. Paul Beer Reviews is saying, anyone has any decent beers lately? Turning into a bit of a beer bashing session. This one, yeah. Who's had decent beers? Let's share decent beers. What decent beers have you all had? Share it out. I need to do some beer shopping. I've got loads in my fridge, but none of them excite me because I buy them at the time and think they look exciting. I could do with some new beers. And Paul's Beer Reviews. Have you seen that there's a new craft beer shop in Hemel Hempstead? I know that's not far from you and it's not far from me. They're called Hops and Apples. They've got a great range of craft beers. Certainly worth looking at. Before I pour this, Andy K. Up at 3 a.m. You've got to be up at 3 a.m, mate. Feel for you. Scott's having a cup of tea. I haven't had a cup of tea for so long. I generally don't drink tea. Anyway, I've just opened this and I haven't even really, I've already introduced it, haven't I? Let's crack on. Yeah, I don't really drink tea. And if I do drink tea, I have it without milk. I like black tea. But nothing wrong with having a cup of tea on a Sunday evening before work. That's interesting that you didn't get a reply, David, because they certainly replied to me. It was Prospect Street that I emailed them about because it just wasn't a West Coast IPA, was it? Just really wasn't. And sitting behind me, I know the comments are in the way. But they sent me 6 beers and they're all ones that are available on their website. And they're all collaboration beers. And they put a nice little note in it saying I might even be the first person to review them because they are so new. Maybe, David, it's because I did tell them that I was a beer reviewer, but my email address does say Chris's Beer Reviews. But that's a bit cheeky, isn't it? Just sending me beers because I've got Chris's Beer Reviews, and I'm not a big YouTuber. I'm not massive, but they shouldn't ignore everybody. That's for sure. Steve Z, how are you, mate? Evening all. Had the Death Star episode 2 yesterday, celebrating City's win against United. Best out I've had for ages. Solskjaer's in trouble, isn't he? Up at Man United, he's definitely in trouble. I'm a Spurs fan. Impressed they signed Conte. Hopefully that'll work out for him. Best beers I've had recently have been in bars. Powell and the Dunkel was great. Yeah, Powell and the Dunkel is a good beer. Absolutely. Haven't ventured into Hemel in ages. It's a dump. You're right, Paul. But they've got a good craft beer shop now in the strangest part of Hemel Hempstead town. It's almost right in a council estate. I'm not knocking council estates, by the way. I grew up in a council estate in London. But yeah, it's a strange place to have it, but they're a cracking shop. Absolutely cracking shop. Can you say black tea these days? Surely it's, well, yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? Can't say these things. Well, bollocks. It's black tea. I'm not going to say tea without milk. Or then is it, is it tea without cow's juice? Where with cow's juice or without cow's juice? I mean, how far do we go? It's getting nonsense, isn't it? It really is getting nonsense. I have to see the doctor tomorrow, so no fun tonight. Oh, mate, hope you're okay. Hope everything, nothing too serious. Anyway, I need to crack on with telling you about this beer. I bought it minutes ago. Head's completely gone. It is jet black. It is the Padstow Brewing Choc. Is a slight little hue coming through the bottom of there. Let's see how this one sniffs. Got carried away with the comments, carried away with chatting. Let's have a look at this one. No Rules Brewing Imperial Bueno Shake 10% chocolate hazelnut stout. Erin sent me a picture of this one tonight. The Imperial Bueno Shake. That sounds amazing. It looked amazing as well. Definitely got to be buying that one. Anyway, let's just tell you how this chopping out smells. I'll get around to it in a minute. Oh, fucking hell. Another one that's a bit light on aroma. And I sometimes wonder if I'm too fussy or too particular. I always want to be honest because I believe that's the only way to go. And I sometimes think I do a lot of good reviews where I think the beer's good, but I always find I do a lot where they're not good, and I think, are my standards just too high? That's just not got much going on that aroma. Definitely chocolate. Definitely chocolate. I think the beer's one they made for Scotland, yeah. Prospect Street, dreadful. I'm more West Coast than that. Prospect Street was dreadful. It just was never anywhere near a West Coast. Never anywhere near. It's not a fucking bottle shop. No such thing as a bottle shop. It's a beer shop. Fucking hate the term bottle shop. There's more cans than there are bottles. I can't have it. It's just snobbery. It's a beer shop. I go with beer shop. I'm not having this row. I did it on... Whose channel did I do this on? I was on Dean's channel and I had a rant about it. It's not bottle shop. Can't stand the saying. 2 cans Prospect Street. One was terrific and the other was complete different beer. It's the one I messaged you about, wasn't it, Paul? Because you reviewed it and it was great. And then I reviewed one and it was shocking. And I had to message you about it. Anyway, let's crack on with drinking this Choc out. I'm never going to get around to drinking it. Kenny Joe, I'm glad it's just a normal checkup, mate. Being someone that's had serious health issues and that still continues to have health issues, I'm glad it's just a normal checkup. The last live I did was stouts. Every live, I've only done this, is only my 3rd live. And every time I do a live, it's always stouts that I'm doing. I don't know why that is. And out of them, the first one I didn't like. The second one, I can't remember what that live was. The North Star 3 that I've just done is okay. It is a fairly reasonable stout. It just needs a few more elements to it. This is the thinnest 7% stout I've ever tasted. By far the thinnest. It's very drinkable. It's very light. Oh, but flavour-wise... Chuck it at the cat. I've got 4 bloody cats now. 2 grown cats, 2 kittens. Thankfully, the kittens aren't chewing the wires like they normally do. Paul saying, hope you're well to Kenny. It's very kind of you, Paul. Thankfully, it is just a checkup. Right, let's get back to this. Chocking out. I'm going to check out. Very thin-bodied. That is so thin for 7%. Chocolate, yes, but light, really light on the chocolate front. Really, really light. And orange, it's tiny. The orange is absolutely tiny. Fanta's got more orange taste than this. Andy, let me just say goodbye to you, mate. Good night, mate. Off to bed at 3 AM. Fair play to you. Thank you so much for dropping in, Andy. I do really appreciate that. Hope you sleep well and hope your shift goes well for you. David, Chris, you are honest, and really the beers I've drunk recently have been more missed than hit. That's good to know. Sorry, you're having poor beers. But yeah, I am honest. It's the only way I can do things. And this from Padstow Brewing, I looked on their website to see how much that was. That's £5. That is not a £5 can of beer. I'll tell you what's better than that. For half the money, pardon me, is the Love Lane Imperial Stout that they dropped in Lidl's recently. That was £2.50 and it's better than this. This is £5. I'd be pissed if I paid £5 for this. Absolutely pissed. It's drinkable, but it's not remarkable. It's not anything that blows you away. It doesn't excite me. Very thin. I know I've said that already, but fucking hell is it thin. So thin for a 7%er. Scott saying goodbye to Andy. Absolutely. Take it easy, Andy. David saying goodbye to Andy as well. Cheers, Scott. Much love to you and Wanda, as always. Andy K saying good night, David. Throw it out the window. Do you know, it is drinkable, Scott. It is drinkable. There goes the silly hand swapping, but it's just so unremarkable. It's ridiculous. I was disappointed with that one as well. I don't think Vocation did dark beers particularly well, personally. Which one are you talking about, Paul? I was disappointed with that one as well. Which one? Which one? Kenny Joe, I'm 68 and the doctors always want you to come in. Do they now? Yeah, they do, don't they? Yeah, I'm sure they do. I mean, like I say, I've got health conditions and I get pestered by my doctors, and I think as long as I'm feeling well, I ain't going in. I'm just not doing it. Jim Theo, evening Chris, once again late to the party. No, I'm in that, mate. Paul's beer review made me go out and get a Guinness Foreign Extra. Really enjoyed it. Guinness Foreign Extra is a good Guinness stout. I really like the Foreign Extra as well. That is definitely worth going out and getting. And I'm glad Paul helped you go out and get that one, mate. Hope you're good. I am good, Jim. Thank you very much for dropping in. I do appreciate that. Finally got the Love Lane MP from my brother today. Looking forward to trying it. To be fair, I reviewed it, and when I reviewed it, everything went wrong in that video for me, so I didn't do it justice. I have got a second can of it still sitting in the fridge, but it was okay for £2.50 to produce an Imperial Stout. It was pretty good, but everything on my video just went wrong with that one. Absolutely everything. It's about as wrong as this Padstow Brewing Choc out. It's just not good. It's quite poor. Just had a brain fart. For some reason, I thought you were drinking Naughty and Nice. I wasn't even drinking Naughty and Nice, Paul. I was drinking bread and butter at one point. That's the one I started with. But Naughty and Nice, it's not too bad. You're not listening properly, Paul. You're not. Detention for you. Cheers, Julia. Good stuff. It's always good when people go out and buy beers based off a review on that. No harm in that. Chris, what's the worst beer you've had on your channel? That is a no-brainer. The Donkey Stone Brewery? Who's brewery? Pardon me. The Donkey Stone Brewing is right up there, but that was off. So, can I say it's the worst beer? No, because it was an off beer. And it shouldn't have been off, but it was off. So can I? No. The worst beer that I've had on the channel has got to be the absolute filth from a howdy. That was what called Twice as Nice. There was nothing nice about that, Scott. That was an absolutely fucking horrendous beer, Twice as Nice. The most revolting beer I've ever drunk in my life. I'm 46. That was the worst beer I've had in my life. Twice as Nice was just dreadful. In fact, it was made by Hop Foundry, wasn't it? But the Hop Foundry is just the brewing name. I think it's Holzback Brewery that brewed Twice as Nice. They did have on something tumble, wasn't it? There was a strawberry flavoured one, another one, and all three of those are generally pretty piss poor. Twice as Nice. That was absolutely horrendous. By far, the most horrendous beer I've ever had on this channel. Just absolutely vile. So yeah, Twice as Nice is the worst beer I've had on the channel. I mean, this one, this Choc out, it's not a bad stout, but for £5 you get mugged off. Absolutely mugged off for fuckers. That body lacks flavour. This almost tastes like a cheap cola. cheap cola with a bit of orange kind of flavour to it. The Lovely one is good. I really enjoyed it. For £2.50, it's produced an imperial stout at £2.50. Erin, it was pretty good. You've got a darky. I bet my kids are hitting the internet. I bet that's why. I bet my kids are on the internet. I would shout, but they're not going to hear me. Raggy's in the house. How are you? Hope you're well, Raggy. I'm well, mate. Nice to see you in. Thank you very much for coming in and joining me. Can you hear me now? Have I gone completely? Because Paul's now saying he can't hear. Stephen Hawkins said, let me go and see if the kids are on the internet. Stand by, people. Are you on the internet? Leah, are you on the internet? You are. Is Alexa on the internet? Can you turn Alexa off? She's chewing my internet. I'm back. I'm back. Is that any better? Yeah, one of the kids was caning the internet with a certain device when you say her name. If I'm not going to say it because she'll hear me. So is that any better? Anyone confirm whether that's any better now? Apologies. My internet in my little village is diabolical. And if the kids are on the internet, it just chews the life out of my internet. Now I've lost my flow. Which is now not, there we go. Twice as nice, I agree, fucking horrendous. The only beer that angers me so much, I turn the camera back on to fucking savage it again. It was just a dreadful beer, wasn't it? It was absolutely horrendous, that Twice as nice. And there's people out there that like it, and I don't get it. I don't get what they could possibly like about it. It was vile. And I'm not a beer snob, but that was something shocking. Just checked, did beer tasting with Padstow in August 2018 and enjoyed all their beers on that day. Would have tried that one if I saw it. Yeah, it's worth a try if you see it. They've got a tasting room, haven't they, Padstow Brewery? And fair play to them. You know, they seem like a fairly decent brewery, but that beer just doesn't live up to a £5 value, really. A bit better now. Glad to hear that. Now I've kicked the kids off of the internet. Thank you, Paul. Sound is much better. Appreciate that. Reggie, it's always lives when I get issues with lagging. Yeah, I only get it when the kids are on, and I knew the wife was out tonight, so I didn't have to worry about her being on the internet. But the kids, I've got a 17-year-old and 11-and-a-half-year-old, and yeah, they just live on the internet, don't they? But then so do I suppose, with watching YouTube and doing YouTube videos. Yeah, much better, CT. Thank you, Tess. So yeah, back to that. Fairly pantsed out. Shall I crack open the North Star 2? Does anyone want to see North Star 2? Shall I crack that one on? Let me know what you feel, because I've done both the beers. I've done them both. Seen the Audi 12 Days of Christmas? Yeah, I have, Raggy. It's like the worst advent calendars ever, isn't it? Just Raggy. It's fucking horrendous, isn't it, the 12 Days of Christmas? All the beers in that 12 Days of Christmas Audi are just generally pretty crap. And Twice as Nice is in there as well, isn't it? I think with their sharp tongue, that's in there as well, isn't it? Yeah, 12 Days of Christmas. No, thank you very much. But they'll probably sell them. They'll sell some. I did Twice as Nice on my own. Wanda asked me to be nice about it, but I could feel my blood boiling. There's nothing to be nice about with Twice as Nice, was there? There just wasn't anything else. Well, just wasn't. Just terrible stuff. Yeah, do the North Star 2 completely. Yeah, let's do the North Star 2. Scott wants to see it. I'm quite happy to do it. I'm just going to disappear downwards to my fridge. The table I sit at is like one of those high kind of bar tables, and my beer fridge just fits under it so nicely. I'll show you. Let me move the camera. I'll give you a little look. There's on some of my cactus collections on there. I've got loads of cactus plants. There's beers under here. Tucked away under there is more beers. And yeah, there's my beer fridge, covered in labels, so it fits quite nicely under there. There you go. Let's pop that back. Sorry, everybody, it's probably making you feel a bit sick, isn't it? No, no, cut the top of my head off. There we go. Let me get North Star 2 out. We'll do North Star 2. Let's have it. But it is going to be proper chilled. It's not going to be room temperature. But let's get her out. Squeeze back in. Oh, pardon me. Let's have a quick cheeky vape. So yeah, North Star 2, like I say, this has been sat in my fridge for months. And it is a vanilla, cacao and hazelnut imperial stout. Again, coming in at 9%. Again, a collaboration with Lervig. Looks pretty good. Typical Northern Monk artwork that we expect on there. Let's grab a glass. But yeah, it's been in the fridge, so flavours might not be as bold as they should be, but let's crack on with it. In the glass she goes. Here we go. Well, let's just put that down because that looks like it's going to go over. There it is. But a good looking head. I'll show you in a sec. There it is. That is also jet black. That has also got a rather nice foamy head. Looks good actually. That's a good looking head. I like that. Let's have a sniff. Let's have a sniff. There goes the silly hand swapping. Oh, that's got the best aroma out of the three so far. Yeah, if you're still talking about that calendar, Raggy, I'd be very pissed if I got that 12 days of Aldi Christmas as a present. I'd have to take it back. I would. I'd have to take it back. If someone gave it to you as a present, would you do the grateful look? Would you try and look pleased about it? Or would you give them the disappointed look? Baz, it's about time you got in here. Baz is late. Better late than never. I've done the 2 beers, Baz. I'm on a third one. Jim Teo, have you seen Fuller's are doing their online shop vintage ale collector's box? Oh, a 2019 and a 20 and a 21, all 3 for 30 quid. I'd go for that, Jim. I would definitely go for that. I've never done a Fuller's vintage ale. I don't know why. And I saw Dean from Dean's Beer Reviews. He did their 2021 vintage ale. And I've never bought one. I don't know why. But yeah, collector's box. I'll be all over that, Jim. All over it. Back to Baz, how are you? I'm good, mate. I'm very good. Better late than never. You're here, mate. That's all that counts. I'm glad you're here. Anyway, so just for you, Baz, I don't know if you saw, I'm now doing North Star 2. Done 3, wasn't impressed. 2 smells good. Get a 1, Scott. You've got to buy a 1. Got to. Nice chocolate aroma on that. There is a nuttiness coming through on this one. Yeah, chocolate and nuts. That does smell good. Let's see how this one tastes. Raggy's saying good evening to everybody. We've got his manners. It's not a problem, Raggy. We're all friends in here. Yeah, that smells good. That's got a lovely chocolate and a lovely nuttiness just punching its way through. Really, really nice. Evening, Baz. The drunkards are here. Scott saying hello to Barry. Better than the one I sent you. You're fucking right there, Baz. That donkey stone was outrageous. It was proper off. I've already had a rant about it, Baz. I've already had a rant. Yeah, but this smells great. Let's see how this one tastes. Cheers. Oh. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's better than 3. Who was it said that 2 was better than 3 earlier on in the comments? Was it Andy K? Oh, that is good. Proper rich. Rich chocolate. Why have I left this sitting in my fridge for so long? That's fantastic. That's better. Lovely chocolate. Nice bitter chocolate on it. Really, really nice. And the nuts, proper nuttiness. You really get the hazelnut right at the back. Really, really nice. The hazelnut is lovely. Baz is saying hello to Scott. How do, Scotty lad? How do? Thomas is saying hello to Barry. All to be no idea. Glad you're still here, Thomas. Glad you're still in, mate. I reckon Baz knew it was shit and tried to kill it off. I think he did, mate. I think he did. I'm sure he injected something because he reviewed it and it was all right. And he bought 2 cans at the same time. Yet mine turns up and explodes everywhere and tastes like arse. Oh, this comment's the best in the world, Baz. Sitting in the bath drinking the Yorkshire Stingo I've just done. Mate, I love sitting in the bath and having a beer. The amount of beer reviews I watch in the bath is ridiculous. Love watching a beer review in the bath. I can sit in the bath for bloody hours. Baz is saying hello to Thomas. What, Thomas lad? This is a good beer. This North Star 2 is tidy. I'll tell you what this makes me want to do. This North Star 2, this hand swapping has got to stop and do it constantly. That lovely hazelnut kick you get at the back, mixed in with that chocolate, is phenomenal. You do get a little bit of that vanilla as well. And that's the vanilla I wanted in North Star 3. I wanted the vanilla in that and it wasn't there. But it is in North Star 2. North Star 2 is far better. Oh, me. Yeah, you get the chocolate, a little bit of vanilla trickling through with a big burst of hazelnuts at the back. That is the type of stout where you just want to be sat in a log cabin, surrounded by snow and a nice big open fire for North Star 2. That is a fantastic beer. Absolutely. Craig H, how are you, mate? Evening, Chris. Hi all. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining, Craig. I've done most of the reviews, to be fair, but glad you still dropped in, mate. Glad you're still in. Andy K, I thought I'd quickly check back. Glad to jump back in, Andy K. Told you, Chris, it's a banger. It is a banger. North Star 2 is really, really good. Didn't enjoy North Star 1. Not a big fan of 3. 2, bang in the middle, spot on. Jumped a comment there, nearly missed you out there, Scott. Tie one hand to a cat. I've got 4 cats. Plenty of hands, well, 2 hands I could tie to many. I'm going to visit Scott and Wanda's World when this is all over. Yeah, go and visit Scott and Wanda's World. Great channel. You really should. Oh, Scott's saying, Kenny, I wouldn't, it's a trap. Yeah, great channel, Scott and Wanda's World. Wanda's great as well. But yeah, North Star 2, that is a cracking beer. Really, really nice. Certainly a kickback enjoy. This is a beer in the bath as well, Baz. Nice hot bath, kicking back, watching some beer reviews, drinking a North Star 2. Fantastic. Because North Star 2, it'd be a shame if it has, because that is really nice and certainly a drinkable stout compared to the last 2. Yeah, very nice indeed. Very nice indeed. Glad you kind of give me the prompts to get the North Star 2 out. Pretty sure it's Scott that said get the North Star 2 out. I'm glad you have, because otherwise it would have carried on sitting in my fridge for many, many months. Really, really nice. So yeah, enjoyable. So yeah, very good. So yeah, anyone that by pure chance hasn't seen Scott and Wanda's World, go and check them out. Go and check Barry All the Beer No Idea out. Go and check Paul's beer reviews out. He's been in as well tonight. Just go and check out many. But if you've come across me, you must have come across some of the other bigger beer reviews. I'm only small in comparison to the others. But I just enjoy drinking beer. Enjoy drinking beer. I enjoy reviewing beer. And I've made some good friends out the beer community. And that's what it should be about, shouldn't it? You know, I've got some... haven't met yet, but I talk regularly to Dean's beer reviews. I talk to Baz a lot from All the Beer No Idea. Occasionally chat with Paul as well, which is always great. I chat with Scott as well. It's a great community, and as an example of that, I've got a subscriber called Mark Cole, and he gave me a load of beer, which I did a video of ages ago, and it was a massive amount of beer that he gave me. And since then, we've become really good friends, and that's what this is all about, isn't it, this community? It's about drinking beer, meeting new people, and making new friends. And yeah, that subscriber, Mark Cole, I wouldn't even just, you know, he's, as well as a subscriber, has become a good friend. We chat quite regularly, and that's what it's got to be about, isn't it, this beer world? Drinking good beer, sharing it, and meeting new people, and making friends. That's all about. Go and pick up Death Stars 2 if you like that one, mate. Death Stars 2 is definitely on my radar. Give me that kitten. Look at this. Oh, look at this little bad boy. How cute is that? This is Ziggy. So we've got 2 grown-up cats and 2 kittens. This one is Ziggy. Look at that little cutie. Look at the markings on him. He's so stripy. Proper little stripy little boy, isn't you? We vanished. Oh, and I'm back again. Pass me the other one. Just show you the other kitten. Show you the other one. Can I spend you my spare can of Love Lane Zippy Stout? No. I've got another can of Impy. Here's the other little kitten. This one is called Loki. He's got white boots. His back legs are little white boots. He's proper cute as well. Bloody kittens. These are the menaces that chew the wires when I'm trying to do a video. They're down on the floor chewing the bloody wires. Let's pop him over there. The 2 grown-up cats, they won't come and say hello. They really won't. Mark Jones is in the house, Seed the Power, one of the best reviewers, Chris mate. Oh, that is very kind of you, no matter how many subscribers. You're right, Mark, it isn't all about subscribers. It's about enjoying beer. It's about talking about beer and having good fun. And I've only been doing the channel a year. For you to say one of the best reviewers, that means a lot, mate. It really does. Thank you so much for saying so. I love it. I do love it. I love doing it. I've made some great friends on here, some fucking weapons as well, but it's a great and weird thing, YouTube. Yeah, it is, and it's when you compare YouTube to things like mainstream TV, you can't put comments on mainstream TV, can you? But on YouTube you can, on Instagram you can, and etc. And yeah, there's always going to be weapons and choppers on the social medias that hide behind a keyboard. But on a whole, met some fantastic people. I really have. Jim Theo, going back to the Fullers, I'd love to see you, Baz, Scott and Wanda, Dean and Paul all do a live with the Vinted Owls or other beers near Christmas. Let the viewers know so you can buy a drink along. I'll do that. Absolutely, I'll do that, Jim. I've done things with Dean, done things with Baz, not done anything with Scott yet, not done anything with Paul yet, but I'm always open to. I'd love to do some stuff with those guys. They're massive, aren't they? You know, they're huge YouTubers in the terms of beer reviews. So yeah, I'd be delighted to do some stuff with them. But definitely done stuff with Dean and Baz. Yeah, absolutely. Alexa, oh no, you bastard, Scott. That worked a treat. Yeah, I read that out. There you go. She's piped up. That worked a treat, Scott. That name, F off. Chris is chatting poo about beer. That worked a treat, Scott. As soon as I said it, she piped up. That was very clever, Scott. I'll give you that one. I like it. Yeah, made some good friends through this. You and Dean, I would say. Scott and Wanda a bit, but he just abused me as he like, Scott loves abuse. It's good for abusing as well, isn't he, Scott? But yeah, like I say, I chat to you, Baz, don't I? At least a couple of times a week, and Dean as well. It's a fantastic community, without a doubt. Jim, leave that with us. I'm sure we can sort something out. Yeah, I'm more than up for it. Yeah, I'll definitely be up to doing stuff with Scott and Paul and whoever. I'll do anything with anybody, to be honest. Baz, love you, mate. 4-way with us, Dean and Baz. I'm all over that. I'm all over it. All over it like swimwear. Not a problem. Good stuff. Right, everybody, thank you so much for joining. I'm all done. I'm going to kick back and go and enjoy these beers. Hope you've enjoyed the live. I love doing it. Yeah, it's just good fun, and I thoroughly enjoy it. I thoroughly enjoy engaging with everybody on here. I should do more. I know I should do more beer reviews. lives, should I say. Definitely should do more lives. It's something I need to look into. My last 2 lives that I've done, I've hit about the hour mark. I'm coming up for that hour mark again. I've got right now 3 opened stouts that I need to polish off. I'm not going to crack open anymore, even though I'm not working tomorrow. So I'm going to check out. I'm just going to catch up with the comments. But seriously, a massive thank you to everybody that's popped in tonight. I do really appreciate it. I know I'm not massive on YouTube, so it's great. There's 11 people in, and that's fantastic. Thomas, thank you so much for watching, mate. Great to have you in, Thomas. Mark Jones, yes, see you soon, mate. Take care. You take care as well. David Wilson, thank you very much. Scott and Wanda as well. Cheers, Chris. Thoroughly enjoyed that. Cut Chris off. Indeed, she did. Scott saying you're not bad. No, Baz is saying you're not too bad, Scott. You're not bad, Scott. He's all right. I'm all done. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. I'll see you all soon. Take care. All the best now. Bye now.